Hello.
Welcome to WikiTree. I'm
Yes.
Hilary, and
Hello.
this is my co-host Betsy.
Welcome to WikiTree.
We're here to help you climb our family tree, literally. If you're new to WikiTree, you've just joined the world's largest collaborative family tree.
Maybe you just joined yesterday, or you might have joined a few weeks ago and are unsure where to begin to start climbing. And so what we're going to do in these 6 sessions over the course of this week is to walk you through, well, today we'll walk you through 10 steps that you can take to get going on WikiTree, and consider your orientation so that you can feel more confident and know what to do.
Yeah, let's dive right in with task number 1.
Okay, and I see that Denise has joined us. Welcome, Denise.
Hi.
So glad you could join spontaneously. That's wonderful. I am going to screen share. And right. So your first task is to try a search. So this is probably something that you went to do instinctively because we're all curious with WikiTree. Hey, is my ancestor on there already? So we're going to use Abraham Lincoln, one of the United States presidents, as our test case here. So notice that I just pressed on the little magnifying glass up in the upper right-hand corner. And now I will put Abraham and Lincoln in the appropriate fields. Search. Okay, now you can see that we have 45 hits for Abraham Lincoln, and this might happen when you're searching for your person too. In that case, it's helpful to know the birth year or maybe the death year of the individual. And we know that the United States President Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809. And so there he is. So that helps save you wading through all of that, and also reassuring to see that, yes, he's in the U.S. President's Project. Before we leave this screen and look at Abraham Lincoln's profile, I will just say that these menus are sortable. So if I click there, I can sort them the birth years. All the search results now appear in chronological order by birth year, or if I wanted to reverse it, now I see the most recent and going backwards in time. So I'll go back to where I was, I lost my, all right, I will do it this way, 1809, there he is. So spend a few minutes exploring his profile. You'll see 3 main sections. Up at the top, you see, the highlights, the headlines, birth year, death year, and places, his nuclear family. And then the next section is the biography. Or in his case, it's significant as a notable. And then finally, at the bottom, we have sources. And we'll be talking more about that in a second. Oh, it takes a while to get down to the sources here. There we go, the sources. So last thing that I'll show you before I hand it over to Hilary is the change log. So you'll always be able to see this little notepad icon. If you click on it, it will show you all the changes that have been made on this profile over time and who did it. So that's collaboration in action. You get to see what happens there.
Oh, right, now let's get to task number 3. This is where the real fun begins, because you're going to create profiles for your relatives. So first thing you need to do is go to My WikiTree.
Okay.
In the upper right corner.
And then here for any page. Yep.
Which will appear on anyone. Yeah. And then you need to pick on the section that says profile to get to your own profile. And then you need to, the next bit we need to do is see you get links to father, mother. Click on those to start adding your family members.
Right.
A profile.
Mm-hmm.
Tree might suggest existing profiles with similar names and dates. Pay attention to those suggestions. It's much easier to connect to an existing profile than to create a duplicate, which may have to be merged later on. And it's now, and this is how we keep WikiTree organized. It's one big tree instead of millions of little ones. And here's something super important. When you create a profile, you'll see a box for entering a source. Sources aren't optional on WikiTree, they're required, even if it's just personal knowledge for recent family members.
Right. I apologize. I think I lost internet for 5 seconds or so.
Oh dear.
Let me bring the screen back.
And we'll show what we mean.
Okay. So for example, here's on my profile sources. So, you know, and the system puts this bit in for you automatically, and DNA confirmations. But say for my parents, you know, I do have a source line that says, you know, personal knowledge because I am their daughter.
Yeah. I think, you know, if it's living people, or people that have recently deceased, you're more likely to need to use perhaps personal knowledge, because you may not be able to put a link to anything that you want otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now let's talk about privacy, which is task number 5. Click on the little, any profile will have this little lock icon. And if you click on that, or on this one for that matter, it's going to show you WikiTree's 7 privacy levels. Now, the ones that are more restrictive are really for living people and for recently deceased people. As a general statement, we want to keep profiles as open as we possibly can, because that's how we enable collaboration. So, and one important note, if you are a member, you cannot be unlisted. You have to be private or above. And if you want to be a part, see all your connections within WikiTree's huge tree, you do need to make sure that your family tree is public. That's, I think, something that's overlooked sometimes. Task number 6 is exploring the pull-down menus in the upper right. And again, this is something you see on any screen. So it's a long list. Don't feel like you have to understand everything all at once. Even WikiTreeers who have been around the tree for years are always learning new things. So take your time, explore, and have fun.
Yeah. Right. Let's see what our next bit is. Oh, your watch list.
Mm-hmm.
And your watch list. This is basically your mission control. Any profile you create, or any profile where someone adds you to the trusted list, shows up in your watch list. And you can access it through My WikiTree, and then the watch list in the drop down. Every Wednesday, you'll get a weekly email about activity on the profiles in your watch list, and it's how you stay connected to your family, branches, even when other people are helping to improve the tree. So somebody else might work on a profile because it might be an ancestor they share with you. So try browsing a surname index page is maybe is your next thing.
Let me go here, and let's pick one of my lines. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting in the surname. That's it. And now, is that good? Is that what we want? No.
Oh, yeah, got Tudors there. Yeah.
Yeah. Tudor genealogy. Yeah. So.
And you can another thing people perhaps don't understand is the tags. Something we need to discuss as well.
Right.
Move on to
so
tags.
Here we are back on my profile.
Yeah, because you can see there's quite a few tags here. There's a maximum of, I think it's 20 tags that you can have. And you can adjust these if you find that you're not getting much through some of the tags. You maybe want to put a different tag there. You come across maybe a new surname in your tree that you want to follow and see if there might be some way you can link up with it. You can change the tag, and that. So they just give you lots of updates about things. I mean, I've got some of the surnames in my tree as tags that I'm following. I've also got things that I'm interested in, like the new members and the greeters and things like that. So you can change what you want in those tags. You can put what you like in there, provided it's something that they'll ask for. Because I noticed that Betsy's got Wales Project because she's a member of the Wales Project. She's also got Scotland because she's got Scotland as well. So you just really need to add what you think you might want to know about on WikiTree.
Right. And then that way, anytime someone does a post on G2G that is also tagged with Wales Project or Taiwan or Tudor, then it will go into your feed. So think of it as your customized WikiTree feed.
Yeah. Oh, I think that one of the last things we want to talk about is the G2G. That's the genealogist to genealogist forum.
Right.
It's the heart of our community, and where people share discoveries, ask for help, and celebrate family history wins.
And that wraps up our first 10 tasks. What I'll do, we said that there are 10 tasks. Coming from this list, what we've done today is we've covered start climbing our tree, and there's the 10. If you click on that, it will walk you through on a page of what we just talked about. So let me put that in the chat. And do we have any questions? We'll be doing this every day this week except for Friday, which is devoted to the symposium. So that's a bit busy. Tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll dive deeper into editing profiles. And just along the lines of this, we do have 2 member Q&A sessions every week, and I will link the page to that with all the details on that as well.
All right. Yeah, I've just noticed that we've got 1 or 2 things that people were asking about. The first thing is, what is a tag? So somebody's not sure what we mean by tag. So,
do you want me to screen share again?
Yeah, maybe if we screen share and explain a bit more about the tags.
Okay, let me go to me. Okay. So when you set up your profile, you have a biography, just like every profile, but above that, for active members, there is a special section that's called genealogical interests, and you can edit it on its own. And that is where you probably very new members, you'll be prompted, wouldn't you like to add some tags? And as Hillary said, they can be things like countries, surnames, topics, projects. What else can we say about tags?
Oh, I mean, there's obviously things like, I'm trying to think what I've got on mine. I've just done a quick look on my profile and see what I've got on mine, if there's anything different. Let's go there.
And then here, while Hillary is looking, here I am on G2G, and you can see that here's a post, and it has been tagged with WikiTree events, WikiTree week, etc. Now, if I go to my, let's see, my G2G, here's my customized feed. Again, it reminds me, oh, you're following these tags. And then these are all the posts that have been tagged with those particular phrases or words or names.
Yeah, all my tags show up the top of my what we call the feed on the G2G profile.
Mm-hmm.
To access your G2G profile, you need to go to your profile, and underneath it will say G2G profile.
Right.
You've got tags that you're following.
Right. Under this menu here, I don't think you get there. No, you can't get there from there, but this is everything related to you. And there's your G2G profile.
And then you just go to the feed, my feed, and it'll show you what tags you're following, which is at the top there. Yeah,
right.
That comes up.
One thing you'll see on WikiTree is there's usually several ways to get to the same place or result.
Yeah. Now, what would? I'm sure there was something else that somebody asked.
Someone asked about GEDCOMs.
Yeah. Privacy things interested. All right. It is possible to upload a GEDCOM. You do have to limit what you upload in your GEDCOM, because there is a limit. I think it's 5,000 is the limit, and even then, that's a lot to be handling. That's a lot of profiles to have in your watch list. So basically, I would suggest uploading a small GEDCOM to start with, and see if you want, and before you start uploading anything too big, because it will take you a long time to go and review all those profiles and make sure that they're not already on WikiTree. So that's just my advice. But if you've got stuff in a GEDCOM, just give it a try and see. We have got some helpful things on the space page to do with GEDCOM. There are some we have recorded, and I have shown what you need to do with the GEDCOM on one of our videos. So, and I think somebody was asking about the privacy and trusted list.
I start some things, and Denise, they said, Denise is trying to get your attention. Sorry, I can't see anything when I'm screen sharing.
No.
I was trying to raise my hand. You know, in Zoom you can raise your hand.
Yeah.
So I was trying to raise my hand. I didn't want to just pop in. But regarding the tags, one of the purposes of those tags is so that you receive notifications via email. So when you select something as a tag, like an event or a name, if somebody makes a change to someone with that surname, you'll receive an email notification that there's been an update to a profile with that surname. It'll show up in your email from WikiTree, the WikiTree feeds. So that's one of the main purposes of those tags, is so that you can be notified if something comes along with your area of interest. Like with the announcements, whenever announcements are added to G2G, that will show up in your WikiTree feed in your email. So that's what I wanted to add with that. Now with GEDCOMs, being an old IT person, GEDCOMs are the way we used to pass data from one system or application to another. WikiTree has made so many advancements, like with their WikiTree sourcer and the browser extension. Using the GEDCOM, you can use it, but it takes longer to create profiles using a GEDCOM than it would if you just used the sourcer directly.
Mhm.
That's it for me.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, really, I think that if you want to use a GEDCOM, I sometimes see people adding GEDCOMs as soon as they join WikiTree, and I quite often would, if they want advice, I quite often say to, yeah, try something small. With anything new, try a small bit first. Try a small sample. See what you think, because a lot of people aren't aware of things like the sourcer thing initially when they join WikiTree, and that is something obviously that has come more recently to WikiTree, and some of us that have been on the tree a long time did add GEDCOMs, and we know the pitfalls of adding the GEDCOM, because I've got a really big watch list, because I've got people on my watch list that I can't orphan because they're still living or whatever, and I uploaded them in a GEDCOM, but they're on WikiTree now, so I'm not, they're there. They've got a place on there, and so we really do need people to just be cautious to start with, until you know what you're doing.
Yes. So just to address Anne's question about privacy and trusted list options, it is your decision where you'd like to set privacy levels for your parents. I mean, I've seen people who've set their parents who passed away recently, they've set them to open. I have mine set to public, which means that anyone can see the full profile, but if they wanted to edit it, they would have to ask me to be on the trusted list. So I think you need to look at that list and see what feels comfortable to you. And memories should, are you talking about, we do have a special memories section on any profile. I'm going to screen share one more time, also to answer another question as well. So on any profile after the biography, there is a section where if I wanted to add a personal memory, say I knew this person, and I wanted to share my experience with them, I would put that here rather than in the biography, because it's a little more subjective. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but why don't you write in the chat whether that answered your question. And then someone asked if we could show a little bit more about how to add a profile. So this is a profile that I've been working on this week, and she does have a child. She had a son, so I will be adding him. And so what you would do is you would click on children or spouse or father, mother. Here, I'll click on children, create a new profile for her child. Now, it may be that you know that there's an existing profile, in which case you would swap it, and then you would see this, where you would add in the first, all the name information, birth and death, dates and locations, and then, which I do not have ready for you right now, sorry, but continue. And at that point, the system will tell you, oh, we think that person might already be there. And then you can compare. Or the system might say, nope, no one with those names, dates, and places. And then you would go ahead and follow the steps. Have your source ready. There will be a box to paste that in. And then you would create the profile. So let's see, did we, Amanda, absolutely. You can include the new members page for 100%. And did we answer Tia's question about contributions made this month?
I don't think we have.
This month.
Mm.
I know how to see overall number of contributions.
Mm.
Oh, no, someone said something about in the badges. Yes. So, all right, let me go to me. And under your badges, view all 97 badges. And then, okay, so over here, top right, I've made 7 contributions in November. So, yeah.
I think mine's a lot higher than that. Already. Well, I've been greeting this morning, and greeting new members this morning and yesterday morning. But so both will count into November. So I'm probably already over that because of the number of people I greeted.
That always helps.
Yeah. You tend to find the greeters do have higher things because they do contribute with a lot of people.
Right. Okay. And here is the link for Sourcer. And that is the comprehensive help page that starts with how do you an extension, a free extension for your browser, and you just add it onto your browser, and then you then it will walk you through setting it up and using it from there. All right. Did we answer everybody's questions?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Anybody's got any other questions?
All right. Well, then tomorrow we'll get more into editing profiles. So, and if something occurs to you between now and then, save it for us and we'll answer it tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everyone.